A conviction, but no body. Abigail Estrada is still missing tonight.
The Harlingen teen disappeared 12 years ago. She was 13 at the time. The accused killer is Ruben Torres. He is in prison. He pled no contest to the charge of murder in 2017. Torres was the last person seen with Abigail in June of 2007.
Abigail's mom packed up her family and left the valley after her daughter's disappearance. She says she'll never return, but tonight we are hearing from her.
And Channel 5's Michael Scott spoke with Yesenia Sanchez. He has her story from our studio.
Well, the last time Yesenia Sanchez spoke openly of her daughter's disappearance was over a decade ago. Abigail's accused killer is serving time. The family wants just one more thing to end this chapter of their lives, and that is to get Abigail's remains. With each new day, a prayer.
I pray every day.
That someone comes forward with information.
It's really hard. We have no closure.
So Abigail's remains will be found. That's really the only thing Yesenia Sanchez wants. She says this is her new normal. Tears are shed nearly every day. The memories of Abigail are fresh in her mind.
She likes to laugh, make you laugh. She loves joking around. She loves music. She loves to dance. Big-hearted. Big-hearted. She has a big heart.
We spent some time with Sanchez and her family in Austin as they took a Saturday to remember Abigail. Abigail's siblings are grown. They were children at the time of her disappearance.
Everybody's just coping every day to try to be normal, but I mean, you don't get over it.
Abigail's then boyfriend, Ruben Torres, picked her up from her home. He was 16 years old then. Their families were close and knew each other pretty well. The pair were supposed to drive down the street to drop off a family member. Instead, the moment they left was the beginning of a nightmare for Sanchez. Abigail never came home.
You know, a mother knows. We have a gut feeling of everything. And I had a bad feeling when I didn't hear from her, and they were taking long and taking longer, and I'm like, what's going on? And Ruben at the time had a cell phone, but it was one of those tracker phones, but he wasn't picking up.
A slew of investigators looked into this case. Torres was charged in 2007, but the charges were dropped because of a lack of evidence. The case went cold until 2013 when Cameron County District Attorney Louis Sines reopened it. A few years later, Torres was then charged for Abigail's murder.
Our main concern leading up to the trial was we wanted, one, to get the family closure, and two, we wanted to find the body.
This timeline shows investigators from multiple agencies worked tirelessly on the case. Brett Patillo was the prosecutor. Several people came forward during the investigation. One person even said Torres told him he had taken Abigail out to a field and shot her in the head. Torres never confessed to anything, but Patillo says someone knows something.
When he went and picked up Abigail at 1:30, the last time she was seen, her grandma saw a heavy-set Hispanic male in the back seat of the car. And we know that someone was with them. And we have a feeling, not that that person necessarily helped commit the murder, but we have a feeling he knows where the body is. And so it's open in that aspect that if any lead that we could find to finding her body and helping this family get closure, because even though he got a final conviction, they still don't have a daughter.
Sanchez says the pain will never go away.
We still suffer from it. Well, my kids still hurt to this day. We all hurt. This is not easy for none of us. It's been years and years, and that pain ain't going nowhere.
She says it can get a little better when Abigail's body is recovered and she can be laid to rest. Torres will be eligible for parole in 5 years. We put in a request to do an interview with him in jail, but he declined to talk to us. In the studio, Michael Scott, Channel 5 News at 10.